Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from a group Imart Ayu Anindya and Lutfiatul Azizah. We want to explain about language and social interaction. Language is a communication tool used by everyone in their daily life as a means to convey information and arguments to others. And social interaction are social relationship, concurring relationship between individuals, individuals with groups, and groups with the groups, and social interaction will occur if there is a social contact and there is communication. Relation between language in social interaction. People use language to communicate and to interact to persons in society. We'll talk to our friends, our families, and our associates by using language. Without language, people cannot express their opinions, ideas, and their minds. The student of relationship between language and society is called sociolinguistic. Language that we use in our everyday life is not only specified by linguistic factors but also social factors. According to Bloomfield, there are three kinds of language in our daily life. A. Spoken language. That is language which is expressed directly by speaker to listener. B. Written language. That is language which use writing as a medium of expressing desire from a writer to the reader. C. Gesture language or silent language. That is a language which use body movement or things such as hands, eyes, legs, and etc. And B. The role of language in social interaction. As we know, language also has a role that occurs in society. The role of language itself is a means of immersing and expressing the result of thought. The role of language is social interaction, namely 1. As a means of communication. 2. As tool to express oneself. 3. As a means of social integration and adaptation in certain environment of situation. 4 number as a tool for social control. And the next will be explained by my friends. Lutfiatul Azizah, the time is yours.
And the next is C. Accepted language in social interaction. IBR Sukanto reveals several conditions for interactions. There are two parts in this section, such as social contact and communication. Social contact comes from the Latin, which means together and means touching. So it means that in a day it is touching together. Physically, new contact occurs when there is a physical relationship. Social contact can take three forms, namely between individuals and group, and between a group and a group. And next is communication. The importance of communication is that someone provides an interpretation of the behavior of others in the form of speech, bodily movements, or attitudes. What feelings the person wants to convey. The person concerned then reacts to the feelings the other person wants to convey. And communication can be defined such as the first, communication can be seen as the process of delivering information. The second, communication is the process of conveying ideas from one person to another. And the last, communication is defined as the process of creating a sense of the idea or ideas that are conveyed. And we're going to the next. The next is sociolinguistic phenomena in social interaction. From a sociolinguistic perspective, the phenomenon of language choice in a multilingual society is an interesting phenomenon to study. Fasold argues that sociolinguistics can be a field of study because of the choice of language use. Sociolinguistics sees the phenomenon of language selection as a social fact and places it in the symbol system or code, the system of cultural behavior and the pragmatic system. Thus, sociolinguistic studies address the phenomenon of language selection as a discourse in communication events, and at the same time show the social and cultural identity of the speech participants. The choice of language in the sociolinguistic paradigm relates not only the linguistic problem, but also to social, cultural, psychological, and situational problems. So, sociolinguistics have the role to the social interaction, because sociolinguistics not far from science of language, and social interactions definitely use the language in which the core of sociolinguistics is. Okay, that's all our presentation. I hope you enjoy and thank you so much for your nice attention. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.